Hey guys, so yeah, this is Reza Barak. I'm a sales manager here at Northeast Acura. We're going along on this beautiful day here in Latham, kind of seeing some of the competitors' dealerships while we're driving. But we're actually sitting in a similar car to what I have myself on lease. It's a 2021 Acura A-Spec trim TLX. And the A-Spec is the sportier trim that you'll see, and it has some extra features or accessories, or it's loaded with some extras that you won't see in the base or the tech package. So it's a trim level above those, but it's not quite on the advanced level. But what you'll get with these is you get the racing inspired steering wheel here. That's a big aspect of it, and to me, I drive this every day, and I've test driven the tech package. I feel the difference in the wheel and the responsiveness as I'm driving. And I also do have the super handling all-wheel drive, which to me has no competition in the all-wheel drive segment, because it really is racing inspired, and there is torque vectoring on the back wheels. So no one else's all-wheel drive system, in my opinion, is coming close to it. It's not similar when you hear of, even Toyota, Lexus, Honda. It's our sister brand, but they're not doing what their all-wheel drive system, what ours is doing. Ours is real and responsive, and it's ready to react. With this car, you can see that daily driving, my favorite aspect of it in all reality is taking turns and ramps, because it can hug and it could speed out of them with honestly really quickly and really in a real nimble fashion. It's a very agile car in that way. That's a proper word for it. The other end of it is double wishbone front end suspension on this car. When you do take a turn or you dip into a corner, you quickly feel that, and you feel that the difference if you've driven previous Acuras or sedans like this, or if you know the Honda, the brand, you can tell the difference immediately. And I've driven Accords and owned them, Civics and owned them, you name it, even Audi A4s. But this car to me is by far my favorite out of all of them, because with the A-Spec you do get a lot of like racing inspired trim and a look and feel to it. But in addition to it, you're getting the cooled front seats, you're getting the electro servo brakes, you're getting a better sound system, you're more wattage in that regard, you're getting the 20-inch wheels, you're getting the heated and cooled seats, I should say. So you're getting a lot more, and you're getting the navigation aspect of it as well. So the car does have more equipment, so to say, as well as offering a sportier ride for consumers that want that extra look. And you'll also see on the end of it outside the deck lid spoiler. It's a small little spoiler, but it really has a bigger impact on the look and the style of the car, and it allows for you to see like what Japanese muscle kind of looks like. And this car has a very muscular stance. So when the Type S comes out, we're all really excited, because it'll give you a V6 turbo to match the looks of the vehicle. And I could obviously take it for a more aggressive drive, but on these little roundabouts and turns, that's where I really fall in love with this vehicle. And the sheer fact that it's a normal daily driver that could really do a lot more for you if you need to overtake someone or on the road, or if you need all-wheel drive to quickly kick in for you. This car is ready to do it. One other feature that you see is, like, we do have a wireless charger in these cars, and as long as your phone supports it, it's literally just drop and play, and there's an on, like a power button on it, so you could see green lit if it's working or not. That aspect is pretty cool. I haven't seen that in our cars previously to this. Hey, don't say hello to the strangers. Like, hey, yeah, you want to buy a car?
Hello.
All right. Yeah, they got security around here. They just ain't joking around. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, bro. Right? You can change the driving modes, which is pretty cool. So, believe it or not, the way this car responds, I love it in the normal mode. It reminds me of like the older Acura sedans you had that kind of gave you a decent comfortable ride that still had stiff handling, but you could rev on the engines and really beat on the cars. This in normal mode kind of makes me feel that way. In sport mode, like, it immediately kind of downshifts, and like you can feel this car's ready to start kicking into higher speeds quicker. So in that regard, you do have that in the TLX A spec, and you can hear it's a louder ride once you've gotten into that sport mode. Luckily, the brakes are incredible. Those electric servos right there are kicking in. But yeah, we gotta let this BMW here know that, hey, our car could also do these, you know? And then right here, yeah, we switched it to normal, and you'll see, like, the same way I'm kicking on it, you don't hear the engine noise as much as you would in sport mode. So, you know, there's less response and less aggressive of a drive. If you switch it to comfort, even more so, you'll feel the road's a bit softer. It's sending out less to the wheels, so you're not feeling so much of an intense drive. And then you kind of get all the better qualities of being in a luxury sedan that's still performance driven. You feel the seats, you feel the leather and the interior components, and when you touch every part of this car, especially in comfort mode, you can really see how, you know, it is a luxury sedan as well that offers you a sophisticated drive. But you have modes for when you need to kick it into different gears, and that's what's really cool about what they're doing nowadays. They added like a lighting component to the interior of these cars, and if you see like where my fingers are running, these you could actually choose different themes, and they have many color modes and options where this will be a different light, and as well as on the lining of the door panel. So you have that in addition to where your feet are, like by the brake and the pedal, it'll be like a dim light on it as well. And for the handles to release and open up the door, it'll have a backlight as well. So at nighttime, it really adds to the effects of the drive. It's an ambient drive and ambient light, and you know, you add that plus the sound system, plus the drivability of this car. It really creates an experience that, you know, I feel is very unique to this brand, and they're really setting themselves apart with this redesign, and they're really bringing Acura back into a market that it almost kind of fell out of, in my opinion, as a customer, where it lost a part of its edginess and its style, but they're bringing it back with this car, and they're backing it up with the performance, and the fact that a Type S is going to come out with also additional limited colors to the Type S, it just adds more to the Acura brand, and adds a lot of excitement from the customers, because they're being given access to cars and vehicles that one would only dream of in the past, and now you're actually being able to sit in them.